Hey, good morning. I'm Andrew from Cafe Imports in Houston. But we're talking about Las Lajas today, about Francisca and Oscar who own the farm. I was actually just there recently just to see them again, and it's just gorgeous. And you know, they have naturals and honeys and big African beds. It's just a really beautiful place. But I think I was there the first time in 2010. I used to be I was a buyer for Costa Rica, and at that point we were working with a company called the Coffee Source, and it was really cool because they were doing different territories. You know, they had coffee from Terrazoo, Tres Rios, the West Valley. They had Doca coffees, and they were separating them by the territory. So it's kind of like, you know, terroir, like different regions. And that was early on when people weren't really doing that. So it was really appealing to us. Odd thing about it was they started selling them in 25-pound boxes that were vacuum packed, which is what we do now with La Bodega. You know, these small quantities of high-end specialty coffee, but no one had any interest in them. So we ended up like opening up the boxes and cutting the thing and dumping it into burlap and stitching them up and selling them that way. But it was the beginning of that, you know, with specialty coffee when we started talking about places and people and stuff like that. But I was on a tour and I was working with the Coffee Source guy, and we were visiting farms with clients just to kind of show them this is how coffee's picked and processed in Costa Rica. And he wanted to stop by this farm called Las Lajas, and it was Francisca and her husband Oscar, and it was Oscar's parents' farm, I believe. And then they got married and they started running it. Oscar's father died from cancer, and they believed that it was from the pesticides and the herbicides that they were using on the farm. So they switched to organic. And this is kind of Francisca's doing. She was kind of the driving force behind this thing. So they switched to an all organic process, and we were walking around the farm and just kind of talking to people about it. And she had the Brix meter, which is the first time I'd ever seen it in use. Essentially, you take the cherry and you squeeze the liquid onto the thing, and it measures sugar. We use it for honey, and they use it for all kinds of different scientific purposes. But you can tell the level of ripeness, so you can tell when it's best to pick the fruit. So she was innovative and excited about it, and the next time we were back there, they had yellow honeys on the patio, and I was like, what's that? And this is the yellow honey, and they had red honeys and they had black honey coffee. So innovative processing from the beginning. After the visit there, we started buying coffee from Las Lajas, and so that's been 15 years. And every year it's a lot of excitement about what they have and what we're going to get and how they're going to cup it. But they're just rock star coffees. We have, you know, roasters around the world are clamoring for these coffees every year because they're outstanding. And it's just like an honor to work with them and to be able to continue to work with them and to get their coffees, because they're just like some of the best coffees out of Costa Rica. I told you before that when we were there and I saw her with the Brix meter, I took a picture of it and I kind of forgot about it. And then I was just back there in March, so I found that picture and I had it printed out in an 8x10 and I put it in a frame. And I gave it to her and she cried. I mean, it's just like we had an event in the cities years ago. It was kind of like, instead of taking people to Origin, we decided to try to bring the producers to our office, and then people came to see them, the people that had met them. So we have a long-standing relationship, which is wonderful, and it's just awesome to see people continue to do great things in coffee from that.